alert forecast. We're right on track for the changes you'll see and feel. A lot more clouds today. A few showers this morning. A rain jacket just right because the clouds and a few showers slow down our heating. Okay, we're closer to a normal low at 52 degrees this morning, but we're really not going too far in your Wednesday planner. Look at that, 64 at noon, high today 69 degrees, spreading out some scattered showers midday into your afternoon. It'll get back to spotty this evening. When we talk about showers, I really think today we've got light to some moderate rain. Could get a lone heavier pocket, but the key here is there's a lot more moisture and energy that's still on the way. So for today, we're fanning out these showers along the southern valley, southern plateau, southern mountains until midday. It starts reaching up a little further into the central valley, foothills and mountains. This will leave us gradually warming to some upper 60s to around 70 with scattered showers into your afternoon. That does leave you actually closer to 69 in Knoxville. First alert forecast where you live, 67 Madisonville to Kingston. Again, the showers coming up from the south cuts you off on that heating. 64 Crossville to 68 Oneida. High even closer to 70 La Follette and Williamsburg to even 72 Barberville. You've got thinner clouds slowly thickening up, showers trying to reach further north. Lets you get to 72 Rogersville before that spot of rain, 71 Dandridge and Newport. So there's some differences in what'll even be felt today before we continue with a few more pockets of moderate to heavier rain. Going into the evening, we'll have spotty rain if you have Wednesday plans, still lots of clouds, but we're trickling up here some more humidity. And that's going to help to start triggering a few pockets of moderate to isolated heavier rainfall. Notice it gets a little more colorful. Important there. From the light to moderate showers Wednesday to some scattered rain, some rumbles of thunder at times overnight into the morning hours. Notice drifting a little further north too. So we're kind of pumping out that energy, that humidity, a lot of clouds. Now this will be the story going into your Thursday morning. But I actually think we're going to have that break still for some sun, and this is going to lead to a very steamy Thursday. As the front's getting closer, it's kicking out heat and humidity, so we'll get a break for some sun, but don't let that fool you. That'll actually be storm energy for later. So this is where it's kind of like we're putting the oven on preheat, and then we're going to bake up some storms in the evening. So that's where we go from that sunshine and heat to these downpours and storms on the plateau Thursday evening to the Tennessee-Kentucky line, spreading out better 7 to 8. Notice by 10 o'clock, really getting peak coverage here across our area. Downpours, some rumbles of thunder, could get a couple stronger, gustier storms there with some small hail. That spreads out to start the night, but it does wind down from scattered showers. We'll have that center of low pressure spinning up clouds and a couple of showers left over for Friday, and it does look like clouds will linger into Mother's Day weekend. But again, the heavier rainfall definitely adds up more so on Thursday. Notice about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch southern valley, a few hundredths trying to reach north Wednesday. And then the front gets us some spikes up. Since it is a little bit broken as it moves through our area, we'll get that big variation of 1/4 to even 1 inch of rainfall in parts of town. You can see some of those spikes up here along the foothills, parts of the southern to central valley, some of those downpours along the plateau, Tennessee-Kentucky line as well. But again, that does wind down. So that'll leave us letting ourselves heat up Thursday ahead of that front. Important to keep in mind, it'll be warmer, 59 to start the day, 70 already at noon, 77 in that sun before those storms kick around for your Thursday and start to cool things down a little bit. Friday, I do see clouds to some brief clearing. I just don't want that to trick you into thinking that it's going to stay clear, because it does look like those clouds will spin back around for us and carry over into your Mother's Day weekend. But at least it is mostly clouds, a couple of showers. So at least a little milder, just below average temperatures there Saturday. I'm seeing a few more cloud breaks on Mother's Day Sunday. So back to upper 70s before we start pulsing up some storms at times again next week.